Hello guys, it's me, Big Dave, and today we're doing another Raid Shadow Legends video, and specifically we're doing this rotation as of the 23rd of February of Hydra. It's a 1 key, so yeah, we'll get into the run and then I'll go over the champs, who we can use to replace those champs. If you want to skip ahead, this video is fairly long, I have the manual, so this is a manual run. So yeah, we'll get into the run and then I'll go over the gear and the champs shortly. So enjoy the video and I'll see you on the other side.
my mind. I know you can hear what I hear. They'll have their way, everyone's heart bled dry. If we turn and we flee, all I know is I'd rather die than believe a lie. I cannot follow the blind. We'll never back down, we will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming as we press on. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming alive. Darkness arrives, I cower and hide. No matter way to pull me out. They come in the night to take what is rightfully in the hands of every son and daughter. We'll never back down, we will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming as we press on. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming. We'll never back down. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming as we press on. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. I see it coming alive. You've been trying, but you're nothing like me. You can fake it, but you're not fooling me. If you jump in the fire, I'll be watching you burn. I'll be waiting till you get what you deserve.
Hello guys, yeah, so the damage, Duchess, basically no damage, basically. Godseeker nearly a million, so not bad. That's mostly War Master proc, so to be fair in her defense, she's not really built for damage. Royal Guard putting in the work, 8.2 million. Geomancer also putting in the work, 7.3 million. Ugo, like, pretty much there for one thing and one thing only, 300k. And then Brogni also putting in a lot of work, 4.4 million. So yeah, that's the champs. I'll go over the gear. It's not free to play anyway. It's Hydra. I've tried to make this as friendly as I can. There are 4 epics in here, so you know. But admittedly, without the 2 Legos, this probably doesn't work. So I'll get into the gear, and then go over. Only 3 of them I think are mastered. The rest aren't. I'm still in the process of doing it. So there's probably a few more million in this. It's probably, I would say, near 25 with the gear I've got. And I'll go over the funny little fact that I did in the video that you can't quite see here. But yeah, I'll go over the gear now and we'll get started. So let's come off the video and go into the game. Okay, so right, so we'll go to champions. So we'll start with where is she? That's just some Brogni, isn't it? So we'll go over Brogni first. So Brogni is in perception and divine speed. No real reason for it. It just happens to be how I got his HP so high. I wanted high resistance on him so he doesn't get any debuffs. I would like a little bit more accuracy on him, but it is what it is. His A1 isn't 100% if I'm not mistaken. It's 60%. So it lands when it needs to land. Masteries, obviously, down to Giant Slayer. Not much more you can say about Brogni. If you did the fusion, well done. You know, take my hat off to you. Probably the best champ I would say that they've done as a fusion, genuinely, in every way. Like I always have this adage with him that if you're stuck somewhere, use Brogni, because he literally is just a one-man machine. He dishes out damage. He keeps your team alive. He puts HP burn. He puts block debuffs. He puts a shield. He's just nutty. You know, he is what he is. If you did him, yeah, use him. I know a lot of people use him for clan boss. I personally don't, because I feel that he's so usable everywhere. And if you limit him to doing clan boss, then you kind of make him so that he can't really work in Doom Tower, I think, personally, from what I've seen. He does put a lot of damage in Doom Tower, but I like him this way. So that's the way that it is. So yeah, we've gone down the defense tree. So Retribution, if I remember rightly. Retribution. Cycle of Revenge. Usual delay on death, just to make him a little bit more tanky. Not that he needs to be. So yeah, that's Brogni. I would definitely go down the offense tree. The support tree could benefit him, but he offers way too much output not to go this way. So yeah, that's Brogni. Then we'll go down to Duchess. Go over her kit. I've been reworking my Duchess quite a lot recently. So 65k HP, 262 speed, 532 resistance. I use her in arena. In 3v3, I don't use her in my main team. I don't even use her on defense because I haven't quite built a comp good enough to put her in yet. Yeah, no crit, hence the reason she doesn't do any damage. She's not going down War Master. You could if you wanted, like if you've got a second maybe, but I personally think this is the way to go with it, an arena build. So high resistance, mega tanky, lasting gifts, so to extend on her buffs because of her increase and her debuffs. Law of Steel if you can get it. Merciful Aid because she does healing on her A3 or just healing when she reses. So yeah, you could go Arcane Celerity if you wanted to when her debuffs, but she doesn't really cast any debuffs. It gets the buff, that's why I went on the left hand side of the tree. So yeah, that's Duchess. Not much more I can say. Probably the most used support champion in the game behind Sifi, I would say. So yeah, we'll get into Godseeker. This will make you laugh. I can't believe I did this. I run this without checking gear. I changed most of the gear on my Nukas, but she didn't have a shield. So I was lucky that I was getting the regen, but I didn't have a shield on her. I've managed to put a shield on her now. I genuinely run this without a shield. When I did that run, I couldn't believe it myself. I'm surprised she didn't die because she obviously loses. Well, she was losing that speed, the defense, the HP, and the accuracy. You know she needs accuracy. But yeah, so that's Godseeker. We'll go over. You've probably seen it before if you watch any of my videos. So 70k HP, 210 speed, 3. I would like that defense higher, but I'm working on that. Minimal resistance, probably more because of haven't gone that way with her. Just happens to have a little bit enough, I would say, for this iteration of Doom Tower. Not that you really need it, because yeah, it is what it is. You can't stop off the divas. A lot of them are resistible. So yeah, that's God. So you gotta go over our masteries. So we use her for bomb. I use her for Bommel. So War Master for the extra damage. Spirit Haste just in case she gets any kills in the way. She can smack a little bit. You can build it to hit, but I don't. Obviously gone down the healing side of the tree. So Lay on Hands, Healing Savior, usual stuff. Cycle of Magic, so she gets back down to an A2, which is really nice. And then basic clan boss masteries, I would say that is pretty much. Yeah, brilliant champ. I would say none of these guys were really replaced. It was very specific. A Godseeker can't really be replaced, I would say. So yeah, so I wouldn't. Yeah, the first year almost irreplaceable, really. So we'll get into the next. So the next one was Royal Guard, I think. Royal Guard, there he is. So Royal Guard, as you can see, I'm working on his masteries because of the fusion. I haven't really got round to doing it. I will be finishing this off. I'll probably give him War Master to get more damage out of him. So I'm probably going to get way more damage because I'm missing out on all these bottom ones. So the plan probably is to go methodical. I'm probably going to go extended debuffs because he does place a decreased defense. I could go sniper to give that a bit extra. I don't know, but I'm definitely, I've made up my mind on that one yet. But could go, I guess, it's pointless with Spirit Haste, and it just is genuinely for him. Methodical, I might just go methodical straight down to War Master, then go probably Sniper, Master Hexer, possibly, or could go for the extra damage. Just depends how I go. But yeah, so we'll go over his stats. So as you can see, I've got him in Relentless. Is it needed? Probably not. I've built him with a HP chest to keep him alive. I put him in an attack chest, he just dies instantly. There's nothing Bogney can do to save him. You should give him enough sustain, because you're really reliant upon his takedown skill on his A2. So you're reliant upon that. I really would like some refresh accessories if you can get them. That's why like Kaimar is used with this guy, because you can reset and go again. But yeah, I like him. Like, I know he's basically on this rotation on Nightmare. He's pretty much a must. Pretty much is. He doesn't do as much damage. I think the damage between this and Nightmare is almost double, just because of the way the enemy max HP stacks on the more health they have. So obviously the more health they have, the more damage he does. So the further down you go, the better it becomes. But I still feel that he's good at hard. Like, he's no good for normal. Not really. You can just go straight up damage there and probably just about get the 6 million that you need. So I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, that's Royal Guard. You don't have to have him Relentless, but it helps. It really does help. Like, if I were to push further down, this is the gear I'd have on him. But I can absolutely guarantee you that those two pieces would come out. And I'd probably need him around 220, 230, so that he goes in a cycle. Because that's the problem. Once you get further down, but my clan are hitting further down, and I can't see my clan doing it, to be fair. So yeah, I'm happy with. I'm slowly getting to Mithrala, who I want for this comp, because I want to use it with Thea. That's the plan going forward for me with this, at least. I think Thea could be a definite shout now, but yeah, we'll see when I eventually get Mithrala in a few months' time. So that's Royal Guard, and then the man, the myth, the legend that is Geomancer. Yes, he's not fully done. I was going to do masteries on him. Again, I've started a little bit, not much. I'm going down the accuracy tree because pretty much this is the only place I'm using him. I don't use him for anything else. So I wanted the extra accuracy. I want arcane celerity, so he speeds himself up when his HP burn comes off, because it will, and they'll give that extra bit of boost. Probably will go Lore of Steel and Cycle of Magic, just to get back around quicker. That's the way I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm probably going to go straight down to, I think it's War Master of him now. He used to be Giant Slayer, but now it's War Master, because they reworked they reworked Giant Slayer with him in mind, I believe. So yeah, that's the plan, to get down to War Master. So basic, so probably bring it down. Life Drinker, singled out. Bring it down. Will might try and go cycle, so that he comes. So I don't think that's gonna work though, because he's not gonna do 30% damage. I don't think. Methodical, War Master. So yeah, and then go down to probably Master Hexer, so his debuffs last a bit longer. His gear is Relentless and Perception. Weirdly, this is gear I had lying around. I'm not flexing in any way. This is the boots I think were on Vrask, which I don't use, only for Bommel, so I'll just swap them back when I need to. The sword, the weapon and the helmet were just literally in the vault. I hadn't leveled up, so I leveled them up and it worked perfectly. I wouldn't go attack with him. I'd go as much HP as you can get. I believe that's a HP chest. Yeah, I've got an HP on the chest. Give me that extra speed. You want him over 200 speed, theoretically speaking, so he doesn't get cycled. So he doesn't fall behind the heads, because of the way they manipulate turn meter and the way their speed is. You have to keep him in front of it. I probably need to level up this stuff. Could you go damage with him? Not really. He's just going to die, because that head of the head of Wrath, I believe there's the head on the far right, the fourth head, smacks so hard when he gets that 15 turns. You need Brogni's shield to keep him alive. And obviously, his passive and Brogni's passive adds to the damage. I don't think I would do it without Brogni, purely because of the damage that the two of them bring out together. So yeah, that's what I would probably try and go down that route. If you've got Brogni, but use him. If you haven't, like, High Shield could work there. Sepulture could work again, but you're replacing Tatura. Tatura could do that job, but again, it's the damage mitigation that you get from Duchess and from Brogni that makes this a bit more sort of. I can run riskier gear. Like, I think if I run this without Brogni, Geomancer and Royal Guard would probably die. As you probably saw in the video, Royal Guard dies, which is actually a good thing for us, because Godseeker picks him back up and then resets his cooldowns. A bit like Cardinal, but only on a single turn. So yeah, it's actually a good thing. You probably noticed the Duchess dies about turn 60. It's because she's mitigating so much and everyone else is veiled that she gets all the aggro. I think she gets aggroed 3 times in a row, I think, and that basically kills her. But then Godseeker comes in 2 rounds in and picks her back up again, and she's reset her cooldowns for A2, so she goes again. So Godseeker is an absolute must. She's one of the best Void Epics behind Madame Ceres, I think, in this game now. Genuinely, for everything. She's just an outstanding champ. So yeah, if there's anything you guys need to ask, please leave comments in the comment section. I've been a bit waylaid recently because I've had work commitments and a course I had to go on, and then the PC decided to break, so I had to fix it myself, which took like 2 days. So yeah, but the videos will be coming frequent over the next few days. I'm going to be doing a Nuka video probably after CVC. I'm building out 4 or 5 Nukas to do a sort of a throwback video to how hard they hit and who's better and who hits harder under certain circumstances. Just to go over the myths and sort of debunk a couple of the champs that people don't use. Because there's a couple of champs I know that are going to work in this. If there's any champs you would like me to add to that, please leave it in the comment section. Because I've got 4 or 5, maybe 6. I need to build out 1 more, and then I'm good to go. So they're all going to have the same gear. They're all going to be in Savage. They're all going to have Helm Smasher. And we're going to test the theory who hits hardest and who's good, and give a synopsis on who's good where and for what, and how they relate into this game. So yeah, so that'll be coming in the next few days. So yeah, content coming, guys. And yeah, always a pleasure. I'll hopefully see you guys soon. And it's Big Dave out.